What up, bro?
What's good, G?
How you doing, man?
Good, good, good. How about you?
Yeah, can't complain, can't complain. How was it's a Tuesday. Yeah, how was the Tuesday?
Straight. Honestly, I just been chilling aside from like the schoolwork I got.
Yeah, how's school? That was literally the first question. How's school right now?
Decent, bro. This online stuff, honestly, they give us too much. Like they give us too much work. So I'm trying to get back into like normal school. I put in my application for it, so I'm just waiting to get that back like any day. Killing me.
Do you feel like it's important for you to finish, or if you got a call tomorrow and they were like, "Yo, we want you to fly out, we want you to sign something," would you just dip on the school, or would you make an effort to actually?
I still want to be in school just because, like, I just like to be around people and stuff. But it kind of had to be on the back burner. Like,
I feel it. It's a unique case. It's definitely a unique case, bro. If you have
yeah,
that talent and calling for something else, school can wait. You can finish that later on. What's your family's view on music?
They support it. Honestly, they support it because, like, at first, when I first started doing music, though, it was kind of weird because, I come from a sports background. So it's like, you got a kid that's coming from a sports background, then all of a sudden he decided to rap. You like, oh, so is you going to quit sports? But, as time went on and I started, like, gaining fans and stuff, and like they started to see like my potential with music, they was like, oh, okay, we supported it, but the whole time, they was like, you could do music, but at first they was just wanting me to have it on the back burner.
Now they're chilling. So there was never really anybody in the family who was actively involved in music. It was all about athletic type stuff, correct? When did you realize that this was kind of how you wanted to go with life?
Probably 2019 when I started working on my second tape, Pace's Kid 2. I had some people like actually trying to like buy the merch that I had for it out at the time. I never really thought it would get to the point where like I just had random people at school just coming up to me like, yo, how much is the merch? I'm trying to buy some, stuff like that. Then, what really opened up my eyes was when I got my first manager and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, why would somebody just waste their time, on a 16-year-old kid out of North Carolina?
Well, he saw something special in you and knows where it can go. With the Snot stuff, since then, have you seen other people kind of on that level of artistry, if not equal or greater than Snot, hitting you up and being like, yo, okay, Tino's kind of the truth, bro. We're rocking with that.
I think Snot's like the biggest artist that's hit me up. Before.
Okay, so are there other people in the industry who have just kind of like, yo, we're watching, we're definitely aware of what's going on? Okay, you don't have to say anything about that. Keep your hand close to you and all that. But hell yeah, bro, that's sick. I feel like at such a young age, it's a little intimidating, but you seem pretty humble about the whole situation.
Yeah, because when I first started doing music, I think my character didn't develop to like, pretty good since I first started doing music, just because in between my managers and my teams and, my family, they taught me just don't get too comfortable with stuff. And like, be humble and, everything happens for a reason, always expect, some stuff to happen. Cause honestly, with the Snot track, I was hyped when it happened, but, in the back of my mind, I'm just like, well, something like this is supposed to happen. Get to the point where I make good music. You just keep it real blunt with myself, but not to the point where I'm cocky.
As it should be. There should definitely be a confidence that is carried with you when you step into a room. But people want to fuck with you off of your energy. And if you're a good dude, they're going to root for you regardless. So I think just being like, being chill with everybody, being polite, being humble is a big plus. And I don't think a lot of rappers really think like that. So that'll definitely keep you a little bit out of the crowd, in a good way. But when did you were the beats first or were the raps first? Or was it kind of everything at once?
All right. So I started rapping May 2018. Then I say around August 2018, that's when I got my first computer, started experimenting around with beats. So kind of like around the same time, if you want to call it that.
Do you think that you were more confident with the beats or like the raps first? When did you experience the first breakthrough in each realm?
Yeah, probably the first song that initially got that going was in 2019. It was a song called Big Bank, which was like a Lil Skies remix of that song called Lust. That shit started to pick up on SoundCloud. Let's start doing numbers. So I'm like, yo. But now with beats, honestly, it was like a number of things because, I just have some people coming to me like trying to get beats off of me. Then, I have some songs that, I produce for myself. People be like, yo, who made this beat? da 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 da. But you know, I think the highlight of like the beat stuff was, you know, how I helped out on the beat for Vice, the Snot song. I could say I got a snot place in it.
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
Crazy.
That's a big one. That's a big one. Is there anything in your young career as far as music that has like frustrated you about the industry, or just kind of situations that frustrate you that you wish were different in music?
People with ego, honestly, because you know I still go through it now. But you know, I used to be that kid that would be in a lot of big artist DMs, and like they see the DMs, they leave me on scene and stuff, or like they say something crazy to me. But you know, it's kind of hard to explain. But you know, being an artist though, you know, I wouldn't put it past a lot of people just being an artist, just because you know people on the outside looking in, they're like, well, you know, if I was that big, I wouldn't answer so and so. You know, I wouldn't be doing all this for these kids, this and that. But then you got to look at, you know, whatever you do to people, it comes back on you.
What's the goal with music in life in general? Do you want to be one of the best, like lyrically? You're so young. I feel like you could go in any route you wanted to, but is it one of those things where you're just like, I'm going to make my bread and I'm going to disappear? Or do you really want to leave like a heavy legacy of like, yo, Tino did that shit?
Yeah, I wanna definitely impact the youth and just, you know, just impact music just in general. You know, I'm shooting for the stars with this shit. I'm trying to be a legend. You feel me?
What are the things you've been working on as of late as far as music? Are we pushing for another tape, or are you just going to kind of do any loose releases coming soon? Any videos we need to be on the lookout for?
I'm trying to get some videos and stuff, but as far as tapes, I'm working on my next tape. It's called Lone Wolf. This is gonna be a crazy project. This is
okay. Is it going to be in the same sort of realm as the Pegasus kid, or no?
It's gonna be building off of it. So it's gonna be the Pegasus type shit plus some new stuff.
You just want to showcase every side of you to the fans.
Yeah, something like that.
Right.
Something like that. It's a deeper meaning than Lone Wolf, though. Y'all will find that out when I drop the tape.
Have you had interactions with your fan base that really like blow your mind, to where that are there fans out there who really know your lyrics?
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Was that a big moment where you were like, okay, I can really do this. People are resonating with this. It's connecting.
Yeah. I got kids DMing me saying like, bro, your music get me through second period of school, this and that. I'm just like, oh, really? That's crazy.
Right. Well, you know that realer than anybody. You're really in second period.
I'm like, bro, yeah, that's crazy.
Do you have any producers that you're working with or artists you're working with out in North Carolina that you think deserve more shine, or who even inspired you?
So, you know, when I first started doing music, you know, it was this artist. He's like, you know, one of my good friends. His name is Whining Lil AJ. He gave me a talk the summer of 2018. And, you know, I never forget the talk that he gave me. You know, he told me, he was like, you know, if you really want to do this rap shit, you have to go all in. You know, it's going to be sometimes where you got to sacrifice some stuff. You know, you really got to dedicate yourself to this. And, you know, he really kind of put that fire into me, you know, in which I kind of already had the fire, but he really brought it out and made me want to go get this shit, because he told me, he's like, you know, it's more than just money in this. You know, when you do music, you're going to be impacting people. You know, what type of mark do you want to leave on people?
Do you think your sound is going to be sort of an international thing? Do you think there are any boundaries that you've kind of run through is a better way of putting it? Do you think that it's going to be something that's going to be well received all over the world? Can you see yourself as being that big?
Look, I'm going to be big. I already know that, but it's going to be some people that don't like this shit. It's going to be some people that like it. But at the end of the day, though, you know, I'm going to make sure I'm still big, and I'm going to make sure that the majority of people like. I always take my fans' opinions under consideration. You know, they got, you know, if they got something that they want in my music, shoot, I go with the next song, you know, try to apply what they told me to apply. You know, I listen.
That's a big thing that a lot of fans can't even reach the artists that they listen to. That's forming a connection that you know, a lot of people don't have. So that's special, man. That's real special. Are there some albums or artists that your fans would be surprised that you take inspiration from?
Honestly, I take inspiration from the First Love Is Rage. Everybody, you know, they like be comparing me to like 2016 Uzi, but you know, First Love Is Rage really got me into like, I'd say mumble rap type sound. Then I take inspiration from Monster by Future, and you know, even some Billie Eilish albums, even some My Chemical Romance albums. albums, which surprised a lot of people.
Okay.
Even some like Pierce the Veil albums.
Yeah, definitely. You want to take it as many different genres because that's only going to add to the breadth of your music. You're a special kid. You got a special sound, and the momentum is definitely it's rolling. I think 2021 is going to be a solid ass year for you. What are some things that you want to do outside of music? Kind of spoke on you want to impact lives, but how do you want to kind of reach the kids and reach the youth and help give back?
I mean, if there's kids out there that like want to do music and stuff and like they really don't have the resources and tools, you know, I want to be able to help them, you know, get those resources. I know how to feel to be that kid, you know. You ain't got enough money to go shoot a video, you ain't got enough money, you know, go do this because, you know, really the majority of like making it, you know, you gotta have some type of funding or else good music is gonna get wasted. So, you know, I just want to make sure some of these kids that's making good music, you know, they get their craft out, dude. And, you know, just outside of music, like I said, I still got that sports in me. So, you know, I want to at least be able to, like, put more athletic facilities in my city and stuff because, like, bro, we ain't even got no, like, sports complex out here, bro. And I, like, every city that I travel to for sports, they got sports complexes out there, all different types of stuff. So, you know, do stuff for the community, too.
Are there some people in school who have seen you making music and seen the moves that you've made and try to kind of follow suit, follow the wave?
Yeah, and it's the people that really like used to ask me, oh, does anybody even listen to music? This and that, you know. They try to play me. They used to try to play me in class. They'd be like, oh yeah, you make good music, yeah, huh. You know, try to be sarcastic. Now they trying to rap, or now they asking me for help. Like, bro, can you put me on to your manager? Put me on to all them blog people that you know. I'm like,
the tables turn, bro. The tables turn, man. It's a funny world we live in, bro. It's funny how that shit happens. But we got to the very serious part. This is the hard hitting question that we've been all gathering up to. I want you to rank these three: pancakes, waffles, or French toast.
Oh man, that's even hard for me. Honestly, I say pancakes because man, when you go to AHA, bro, oh my god, bro, they pancakes is top tier. You got Denny's pancakes. See, I put pancakes at number one, French toast at number two, and waffles at number three.
My girl doesn't like waffles for some reason. It's weird. I fuck with waffles, but I do say I go French toast, waffles, pancakes. But really, it's all just bread at the end of the day.
I need a beam. I just want a beam. I am not a blogger, but I'm a DailyChiefer.
I want to give a big shout out to my boy Brick over there at DailyChiefers. I want to give a big shout out to my man Jared and my man Hunter, best managers. I want to give a big shout out to Flight Crew, Stray Dogs Music Group, best collectors, best music groups. You know, I love y'all, man. They my family. I'm working on my next tape, Lone Wolf. It's full of bangers. It's gonna be a body of work. You know, you feel me? It's Tino SZN.